Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and I've done a little bit more work on the barn. We've still got that stupid blue bits of land not loading. So I've got the walls in. I have started, I've put a little winch up there. We need to get a door up there, but that's pretty much it. The partitions we need to finish off. I've got the floor in, and I have started stacking my hay up here. I've also been doing a bit of pickling, so we'll check on that in a moment. I just want to get this jute harvested. I've been kind of harvesting crops a bit piecemeal this time around, but I'd like to get the jute harvested again so I can get it planted again and hope the winter isn't so harsh that it pops everything off. But if it is, no loss. What actual date are we on now? We're actually in December, so yeah. Almost the new year. Of course, that's when I'm recording this. So I'll just get this lot in, because you know you can never have too much rope, can you? And I think I'm going to put the jute over just on the what direction is that? The north field. give it a proper name. You know, good fields, good farms always have proper names. So I want to try and get the what am I thinking here? The barn finished today and move some of my animals down. And as I say, I pickled. Oh, I should have pickled by now. Some. I think it was yellow peppers, actually. Might have been red peppers, I can't remember. How are you doing? You are not far off becoming cheese. And this is a thing I never knew was a thing either. Let me go and grab some vinegar. And that is the ability to flavour cheese, which came as a bit of a shock. I didn't even know that was a thing. So let's just quickly check preserving. Oops. Oh, it stays preserved when it's sealed in there, doesn't it? That's right. I've got beer made, so yeah, we've done that. We've made a bunch of brine. I've got some barrels of fresh water up here. In fact, speaking of which, I should probably get those going. Let's go and try and make a flavoured cheese, because I never even knew it was a thing. Hidden away it was, as it was in the thing. What we've got there, that's 10. I need 20 ounces of something. 20 ounces of tomato, perhaps? Let's slice that up, and then we'll go for 78. That takes you to 39. That takes you there. Well, we'll stick a... That's 19. That's 78. I don't want that in there. That's 29 ounces. Perfect. Let me leave that in there. Go. Oh, crap. Alright. Let me go and sleep, and I'll try this in the morning. And I know I've not shut the door properly. Inventory. Always my bane, I tell you. Oh, and that sandwich didn't quite fill me. These sandwiches are not my favourite flavour. I've been experimenting with taste profiles a bit, and yeah, yeah, that is moderately sweet, moderately salty, and it's not anything. That one is that same. That's the same. They're not brilliant sandwiches, shall we say. Let me eat. Munch another one. I need a bucket of vinegar, so we'll go and grab that. How much were you? You were 156 ounces. Right, let's trim the decay off. Let's split you. That's 77. Let's split you again. That's 19. That's that. Take you down. That's 9. That's 19. Combine those. 29, that should be adequate, and we'll get a bucket of vinegar. And we're going to go for some tomato flavoured cheese, because why not? That's what I've got to hand. In reality, of course, my favourite cheese is right, vinegar and milk. We'll put that in and seal it, and that should output some tomato flavoured cheese, I believe. Yeah, didn't know you could do that. I put some little sills on the windows. I don't know. That chicken still hasn't grown up. I've got these eggs. Oh, that one's fertilised, that one's fertilised. Those aren't. So, well, we got some. Oh, come on. Come on, Mr. Cockerel. Oh, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. I need my tucker bag. Might break it, but it doesn't really matter. I can make another one. But that's the only easy way to get him back in. Where are you? I also need, like most, there we go, tucker bag. Right, you, Mr. Cockerel. Let's get you sorted. So, yeah, I want to, as I say, finish off the barn. Oh. Are you full of something? Yes, you are. Let me just put you down. Head back in here. Chuck that out. And I need to put that water barrel back. That's what I was... Where did that go? Life is not treating me well. Right, now you sheeps out the way, otherwise you're becoming lamb chops. Right, that water barrel. Let me... can you go here for now? That's a spare. It was a spare one, so... Plunk. Right. So, yeah, inventory management, and then onwards with the barn, I think. So, I'll be... Alright, so, floor-wise, I've been thinking for the barn, I'm going to use a mixture of dirt. Yeah, dirt, gravel, and sand, andesite, or the local produce, if you like. And just really scatter, mainly gravel, a little bit of dirt about. So this area here, for example, I want to be almost all gravel, and just get in here and give it a very, I don't know, rustic floor, if we can. That's my thoughts. So, a bit of that going on there. Get a little bit of dirt there, maybe there. Bit more sand going on, just like that. Got loads of gravel, so that's not a major issue. Although I do have a use for some of this gravel, so I don't want to use it all up if I can avoid it. I could always dig this out and replace the lower side with dirt. That's not a major issue. But we'll just get this filled in, basically. And mainly gravel around the edges, just to stop the grass spread, really, I think. Having said that, it's not a major problem with gravel anyway, so yeah, I'm going to continue this, and I'll be back once we've got this. Alright, so this is what I've got for this. I'm going to have 3 stalls here. This is just for milking cows, and then we're going to have a set of gates here, but I am out of acacia logs. Now I may be able to, no I won't. No, might as well put that back together. So I'm going to load up. We're going to head back down to the acacia forest and grab a load more, because I'm going to stick these in across here and there, so we'll have like a reasonable look, I think. I'm happy enough with the look and feel of that. I've also, while I'm here, I've completely, I can't remember whether I mentioned this earlier because it's a while since I recorded the last segment, but I have put all of my hay up here now. You can walk into it because hay bales are apparently gaseous. And I will scatter a few down here just for decoration, but I mean it's really only decoration and storage up there. And of course it's certainly not the most efficient storage that you can come up with for straw. Obviously a chest will do considerably better, but we need to head south, grab some more acacia, and keep my eyes out, just see if there's anything interesting about. I doubt there particularly will be. At some point I need to tame a horse as well, but I think the problem, living in a heavily forested area, horses are less efficient than say on the plains, so I'm not in any hurry. Well, that's just my personal experience with the little sods anyway. They're not always the best mode of transport in Minecraft. Even worse in Minecraft because the leaves are solid, of course. So yeah, I'm on my little journeys again, on my holidays, journeying south to go and grab some acacia from the Forest of Doom. And I will come back. So it occurred to me while I'm down here, and I've brought way too much food, I might as well make a fire pit and get some charcoal going, because this is just so easy to get the resources together, you know. The only real problem with working near this forest is uninvited guests. I've already had one little zombie that came over just to see what I was up to, and you know, they say curiosity killed the zombie, and yeah, so I'm just setting up. This is just a temporary one, but I'm thinking what I may actually do. They say another curious zombie there. What I may actually do is set up a lumber camp down here, where we can get these things thrown together relatively easy for charcoal, because I mean, you've got one option. One option is to try and come up with a viable tree farm, which is not easy in TFC. I've seen a few. I mean, Etho's done a few tricks using the interconnectedness of logs to his advantage, and you know, it works without a doubt. But just to come down here and build a charcoal pit right next door to well, let's be honest, this huge tree farm kind of makes a certain amount of sense, I think. So yeah, we can do that. I can get that burning, cut down another load, and of course the other advantage is charcoal stacks to 64, which logs obviously don't. So kind of makes a little certain degree of sense. I'm running a bit low on charcoal anyway, so this is a perfect opportunity just to get that. I need one more stack in there and we're good. And as I say, it gives me a chance to burn off some of this food that I've over provisioned. Probably one of my biggest failings actually in TFC is I tend to way overestimate the amount of food necessary for any given trip, and yeah, kind of doesn't help, shall we say. Oop. Let's try that again, shall we? I've got some torches, good. And chuck you in, and come on, light. There we go. So that's that. Right, while we're doing it, I'm just kind of munching this grain away as well, just to... Shouldn't have been that much of that, but there you go. I just, as usual, brought way too much stuff with me. So yeah, I'm going to get a load of logs. I may set another charcoal pit going actually, or two. Build this up, and I will be back once we've got a load of logs and all the relevant stuff we need. But we've got fresh water down here. It's an ideal opportunity for a lumber camp, really. So that's something to think about for the future. But I'll be... Alright, so not an unsuccessful trip. We have got 2 and a bit stacks of charcoal. We have just completed another fire pit. We've got a good amount of acacia. Just waiting to get... I mean, I could throw... To be honest, I could... Well, we need to empty those and we'll carry those around properly. Didn't really need to bring that with me, and I could, if I wanted to, chuck, say, these acacia planks, which are largely useless, away, and pick up that, and then just continue on back. I've gained 2 levels doing that. You can see my health bar is now at well over 1,000, just 1,051. That's courtesy to eating properly and of course gaining those levels, which gives me a higher max. So that place is dangerous, but yeah, not that dangerous that you can't cope with it, especially if you're working. You don't obviously work at night, you work in the daytime, yada yada, usual stuff. So I am heading back. We'll get that barn finished. I'll check how long I've been recording because I've completely lost track of myself now, and hopefully possibly transfer some animals down into their new barn space. Now with probably the cattle, we'll keep the 2 females and the breeding. We'll keep the breeding stock, and then eventually we'll move some females out of the breeding pen and into the milking pens, because there's going to be 3 of those. And in theory, if we've got all of those together, then we should be able to make cheese every day. That was came as a suggestion. I can't remember who said it now, and it was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Cheese every day, because if you don't know, I love cheese. Cheese is probably one of my great weaknesses. All nice hard cheeses. So consequently, I think I've mentioned this before, but not brie. Brie is not cheese as I understand it. But you know, good cheddars and Wensleydales, and yeah, a few of the blue cheeses. I'm not a big fan of Stiltons and things, but they do go well melted onto a steak. Oh, I've got to stop talking about food, you know, here, because this is making me hungry. So yeah, anyway, I'll get back and we can continue working on the barn, and alright, there's one other thing I could use for the barn, and it involves these little buggers. If I can catch him. Yes, got one. Right, find me some more relatively close to the surface. You'll do. Die. Die, squids. Die. Die, 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 die. Die. Oh, better get up. Better get up. Up, 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 up. Now, where did his drops go? I don't know. Missed them. Oh, I saw one down there. I did, but it's a bit too deep. I would prefer them closer to the surface, to be honest, but I'm not getting ink from that one. Damn it, come on, get me up. I'm going to start taking damage. Ow, there we go. I need more. I'll tell you what I don't know is whether... Where's he gone? Four. That might do us. Oh. Get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up, I'm drowning. That's not good. Yeah, this is a lot of effort for things, but we can always stack that, of course. Got some calamari now, which in reality I can't stand. But I'll take free food anytime. So 4. Got any close surface squid over here? Yeah, relatively close. I mean, there's plenty of squid, but they're all very deep. Let's just hover around. Because I really can't afford to take too much more damage. Not after that little spat. I don't think we do have any more close, do we? These 4 will do for now, and I can always get more if I decide to continue with the plan I've got. If it actually even works, it has to be said. It may not work in TerraFirmaCraft. So let's go and make us some carpet. Yep, you know what I'm doing, don't you? It's the old carpet fence trick. But we got... Let me just show you what I've been up to over here. I'll munch the rest of this sandwich. Didn't really do me a great deal of good, but we'll munch the rest of this sandwich as well. There we go. So this is done. I've got a little bit of decoration in. We've got our stalls here for the 3 milking cows. This is going to be the cattle pasture, pigs and sheep. And then, as I say, we'll get at a later date, we will get a chicken coop built so we can do the chickens. Now, the baby chicken that we had has grown up fully, which means that, oops, let me just use that as a means, if you look, he is a rooster. Got a new baby chicken. But it means you, because he is fully familiarised, he's as familiarised as he can be, your days are numbered, my friend. You're going to be a chicken dinner. So let me just check at carpet. So if I want carpet, it is just 2 cloths. I think we can do that. I've got 4. I think I've only got enough for 1 at the moment. I do need to make some shears as well. I need to make new tools actually. My axe has nearly had it. My chisel's just about done. So I think next episode we're going to have to do some tool making. And yeah, I think that's going to have to be the main thrust, because I'm not got a huge amount of that left anymore. So let us get this going, and we'll see if we can transfer some of our animals down. But you know, you've all seen people leading animals around, so I don't think you'll be missing anything if I did that off camera. But at least now we should be able to go like that. Oh, we get 2 for that. That's not bad. 1 and 2. I'm only going for black because it's a nice dark neutral colour. Oh, time to sleep. Got a little bit of sandwich left. That's always good. Yeah. So let me also should check on my how well my food is in the kitchen, because it's probably not that good. Well, we've still got... can you? No, that needs to be cooked first. Oh well, we'll do that then. Quickly, while we can. Right, so I'm just going to make myself a few more sandwiches with some calamari in. I think this time it's only a tiny amount, so not a huge amount of food there. Alright, last batch. We need to get the pigs as well. We haven't got any pigs yet, so that's a chore to do. Tucker bags all around, I think. But I'll get a little bit more of this going. But that's the sheep in and doing their thing. And then we have over here, we have all the cows in doing their thing. Lots more space for them to run around. No, I think, is it you're familiarised and you're familiarised? This is a cow. Bull, that's a cow. This is the bull, which is only partial. So, again, my friend, once your son is old enough, your dinner. And obviously, when you're breeding cattle, you tend to kill the bulls, not the cows, or bullocks usually. In fact, there was nothing quite as sad growing up on the farm as the sound of the cries from the mums of the, obviously, when you were breeding the old cows, you would let the mother raise the calf or the bullock to a certain age and things. So we got, that's not fertilized, neither of those are fertilized, and none of those are fertilized at the moment. But yeah, you are oh, one cockerel's enough, and that gives us a bit of chicken and some more feathers for arrows should we need them in the not too distant future. But I need to, this is going to be the chicken coop ultimately, and we need to start familiarising this little fella down here, see what we get. But yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. I think we'll cook that chicken while we can. I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, we'll get that cooked up, a nice bit of fresh chicken. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.